What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Player. This is episode number 50, and today I have a special treat for you guys as we've hit a milestone in the series. Not only are you going to see the FA Cup final with United here against Arsenal, but I'm going to treat you and also give you the Premier League final day against Norwich as well. So you're going to see both of these games live in today's episode. Usually when it's just a final day or a cup final, I'll make it into one episode individually, but I thought it's episode number 50. I'll treat you guys for being fans of this series. You're going to see both the FA Cup final and the Premier League final day as well. So the FA Cup final with United is indeed against Arsenal. We got to the final by beating Southampton by 2-0 in the semis. Arsenal beat Chelsea by 2-1. As for the Premier League final day, well, as you can see, Chelsea still have a game in hand on us, so technically they could possibly not be in the running for the Premier League on the final day if they lose their penultimate game of the season. However, if they draw or win, they will still be in the title race come the final day. So yeah, you'll see that final day after the FA Cup final, and hopefully we'll be celebrating a domestic treble come the end of the episode, as of course we do have, well, the season and the episode, as we've already won the Capital One Cup final this year. Regardless, taking on Arsenal for the first game of today's episode here in this FA Cup final. Really excited for it, but also kind of nervous as well. My stamina isn't actually the best, as you may have just briefly seen there, and I'll show you in just a moment's time as well. But even so, I definitely feel as though we should be able to get this job done and win ourselves our second trophy of the season. As you can see, stamina's not the best right now. I think it was 88 when I looked at it in the My Actions page. But even so, it should be enough, really, for me to complete this game and also make sure I don't pull up and get injured and miss out on the final day of the Premier League. That would be disastrous. But even so, I do want to say we've hit 50 episodes in this series, and I want to say a big thank you for everyone who's been watching the series so far. Really do appreciate the support on it. It is a series which is a secondary series like my Club and Country one. So obviously it's not going to get as much interest as my main career modes like my West Brom, Arsenal and PSG one, and also the one I'm running right now, which is the Torino career mode, but it's still got quite a lot of engagement on the videos. The comments are usually really positive and I really appreciate that. The likes are usually really good as well, and as per usual, if you can help the channel out by leaving a like, I really do appreciate it. It takes 30 seconds at the most to just scroll down if your internet's quite slow, to click the like button and it will register, and that's all you got to do. But you don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, but I really would appreciate it. I want to say a big thank you for everyone who's been watching the series. It's awesome to know that, just like my Club and Country series, it's a secondary series, yet it still gets a decent amount of support, a decent amount of viewing figures, and I really do appreciate that. So hopefully this episode number 50 will be an episode which you guys will enjoy. Again, it is going to be a special. It will be 2 live games. They're both going to be live highlights, so neither will be a live Q&A, just because I feel like live highlights will probably be better for this sort of format, really. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And again, as we go for the domestic treble, we've already won the Capital One Cup, of course, by beating Southampton in the final. We did, of course, exit the Champions League in around the 16 stage after Wolfsburg beat us over 2 legs, but I definitely do feel as though this is a great chance to pick up a domestic treble, win this FA Cup final, and hopefully win the Premier League as well going into the final day, or possibly again, if Chelsea fail to get any points from the penultimate game of their season, we will actually already be crowned champions going into that final day. Regardless, taking on Arsenal, and I don't think the team lineups are going to get showed. I just, this afternoon, it's the 21st of June for me. This afternoon, I recorded my my Euro 2020 final video for Club and Country, which you guys will see tomorrow night. And the team lineups weren't shown for the game against Germany. And I mentioned in that episode, like, how can you not have consistency when it comes down to just showing team lineups? Why sometimes does it not get shown and sometimes it does? It's so frustrating. But anyway, I'll show you the team lineups anyway. So you can, I'll show you the player ratings. You can see who's on the pitch for Arsenal and also on the pitch for United as well, as the game is about to get underway. So when the referee blows the whistle to signal the start of the game, does he even want to do so, or does he just want us to all stand here? There we go. I'll show you the team lineups for Arsenal, Manchester United, even though you already saw the United one just a minute ago. So oops, that's the wrong one. That's player performance, player ratings. There's Manchester United's team, and here's Arsenal's team. Still got Chesney in goal, a back for a Gibbs, Mertesacker, Ajayi, Debussy, Diaby, Azil, Ramsey in a midfield trio. Sanchez on the left, Campbell on the right, Cavani up top. Pretty solid team, but I think it's beatable, and hopefully we'll get ourselves our second trophy of the season. So let's get ourselves the win, let's get ourselves the result, and make it 2 trophies out of a possible 3. And the first chance could come right from kickoff, as that ball's going to go up in the air, and I'll flick it on towards Rooney, who gets onto it. It's a good chance here as Rooney finds Van Persie, and Van Persie on the ball, still Van Persie towards Mata around the edge of the area, around the outside. We'll get it back, blint towards myself. I can see a man out wide here, and Di Maria even back to me. Let's see if I can shoot here from range. Shot comes in, blocked, and Diaby fails to clear it, and Van Persie does open the scoring just 2 minutes in. The worst possible start for Arsenal, and of all the players to score against them, it's their former striker Robin Van Persie. The best possible start. I'm not sure who that was. I think it might have been Diaby. He was lazy on the ball, gave it away, and Robin Van Persie fires the ball into the bottom corner and makes it Manchester United 1, Arsenal 0. The worst possible start for the Gooners. United take the lead just a couple of minutes in. I think it was Diaby who gave the ball away, and Robin Van Persie makes it 1-0. What a perfect start to this game and this episode. And now the Uruguayan on the ball has Mesut Ozil in support, and the German now finds Sanchez. Good chance here, but Sanchez is tackled, and a possible chance on the break here as we go. And this is a really good chance because Mertesacker isn't going to have the pace here if we play a quick 1-2. This is a great chance here. I'm round Mertesacker. I'm going to shoot here, try and find the back of the net, and I've done so. And it's United 2, Arsenal 0, and Arsenal are struggling early on in this game at the back. It's 2-0 to United, my first goal in this final. There was no way, absolutely no way Mertesacker was going to cope with myself and Van Persie. All we had to do there was play a quick little 1-2, and I may not be the quickest, but I've certainly got the pace on Mertesacker. No way is a German catching up. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 0. The worst possible start for Arsenal in this game. Already 2 goals down, and things are looking ugly early on. Sanchez, Chambers, Diaby, inside towards Mesut Ozil. And Ozil towards Joel Campbell. Campbell's ball through towards Ozil. Great save by Victor Valdez. And Shaw will get the ball away. So first chance for Arsenal. And Valdez makes a good stop. And now Cavani's won it back for Arsenal. Crosses the ball in. Joel Campbell goes for the header. Cleared away. And we should get the ball dealt with now as Blink gets onto the ball. And it will be cleared by United. But we're giving it away again. Now Chambers inside towards Diaby. Through towards Cavani. Finds Joel Campbell. Another good chance for Arsenal. And Campbell fires it wide. They're now getting back into the game. 10 minutes after the restart. Finally get some chances. But that shot by Campbell goes wide. And we're still 2 goals up. Here's Cavani, inside towards Sanchez, tackled by Shaw, it's going to fall to Cavani, great tackle by Chris Smalling, and Blink gets the ball away, and now Rooney towards myself here, and a possible chance on the break as I lose out to Diaby, but Ajayi is really lazy on possession, and this is a great chance for 3-0, surely, I'm one-on-one with Szczesny, and I've completely messed it up. Just don't trust me to finish the ball. Don't trust me to finish the chances I get because I just don't know how to do it. I am so bad in front of goal and I've messed up a brilliant one-on-one chance and it's still 2-0. Good save by Szczesny, he stood me up well, but that's just terrible from me. That's terrible and hopefully that won't come back to haunt us. Still 2-0. Here's Di Maria. And Di Maria on the ball, could play me through here if he wants. That's a great ball towards myself. And Rooney's going to be the dummy runner. I want Will Keane to run on the outside. Great chance here. And Keane makes it 3-0 to Manchester United. He comes off the bench for Robin Van Persie. And just like the man he replaced, he gets a goal in the final. And it's Manchester United 3, Arsenal 0. And I just messed up a great chance a few minutes ago. But then I showed what I can do with the ball at my feet. I may not be very good at scoring, but Lord knows I'm good at getting the assist. That's a lovely ball through there. I waited for Will Keane after Rooney was the dummy runner. He runs around the back of his man Callum Chambers, who came on for Kieran Gibbs, and it's a brilliant finish by Will Keane. You see, teammates, that's what we need to do. I'll sit back and play the balls forward. You finish off the chances I give you. United 3, Arsenal 0. Hate to say it, but I really can't see Arsenal making this final competitive anymore. 3-0 to United, surely on course for our second of hopefully 3 trophies. Get in. It's a good tackle by Mata here. We could possibly on the break. Mata towards myself. I see you running, James Wilson. That's going to come to you. This is a great chance for 4. James Wilson, one-on-one. Great save by Szczesny. And he turns it behind for a corner and stops me from getting my second assist of the game. Good stop by Szczesny, but this has not been a good game by Arsenal. Still 3-0. And in comes the corner towards me in the centre. And I'll win it on the volley. And it hits the post and somehow goes behind for a goal kick. Had that ball gone in, that would have been just a clear display of Arsenal's poor defence in this game. But sadly, I hit the post and Blink can only scramble it wide. Chambers through towards Mesut Ozil. Now Ramsey through towards Joel Campbell. Can Arsenal get themselves a possible lifeline in this game? In comes the cross. Welbeck's header over the bar. That's been their first chance really since the beginning of the second half. And Welbeck, who just came off the bench, can't keep his header on target. Matter on the ball through towards Raphael, and a great chance on the break possibly as he finds Will Keane. I don't want to run too much because I might pull up and be forced off the pitch here. Still Keane on the ball. Keane to Wilson. Wilson, keep running, mate. James Wilson, great save by Szczesny. It's going to come to Keane. Does he want to whip the ball in? Still Keane, another great save by Szczesny. Now Matter shoots, and another great save by Szczesny. A superb treble stop by the Polish goalkeeper. And if it wasn't for him making a few good saves in this game, this could have been 5-6, possibly even 7-0 as he saves that header as well. And it's still 3-0. And now Jack Wilshere. And Wilshere on the ball, still Wilshere, forced back towards Ajayi, and Ajayi gives it away, and another great chance here. I don't want to run too far, and Ajayi comes back, but it's going to come to Wilson. I'll take that ball inside, mate. I can see you, Will Keane. Great chance, 4-0, fantastic team performance, and I have to say, I feel like I've had a great solo performance as well. A goal and 2 assists. I got both assists to Will Keane's goals. United 4, Arsenal 0, and, you know, I hate to say this, but Arsenal have not made this final very competitive at all. It's been all Manchester United for the most part. They've had a couple of chances here and there, but really we've shown our dominance, and going forward we have looked like scoring with every single attack, and we scored on 4 separate occasions. So Manchester United 4, Arsenal 0. We're on course for our second of, hopefully, touch wood, 3 trophies this season as we aim for that domestic treble. Manchester United 4, Arsenal 0. And there is the full-time whistle. Manchester United 4, Arsenal 0. 2 down, 1 to go as we go in search of this domestic treble. And what a superb final it was. We absolutely dominated Arsenal in pretty much every single category. A resounding victory for United, and a thoroughly deserving one as well. You'll see the stats in just a moment's time after the celebrations. We had a great team performance, but I have to say, I don't usually blow my own trumpet, if you will, but I thought I had an absolutely superb solo performance in that game. Grabbed a goal and 2 assists for the 2 goals Will Keane scored as well. So delighted to win my second trophy of the career. We've won, of course, the Capital One Cup. We won that against Southampton earlier on in the season. Now we've won the FA Cup as well, and James Wilson, who came on for Rooney, is going to be the one who will lift the trophy. How about that? But still, a resounding victory, a 4-0 victory. And, you know, this domestic treble, I've been saying over the past few episodes, it's definitely on. It's definitely on. It's a difficult thing to pull off, but it is definitely on. And now we've got our second one of the possible 3. You know, we've got a great chance to pull it off now, going into the final day, being, well, you know, depending on how Chelsea get on in their penultimate game of the season, at least 1 point clear at the very, very least. So great to win the FA Cup. Delighted to win my second trophy of the season as well. And again, I'll show you the stats in just a moment's time. I felt we thoroughly deserved it. You would have seen in the gameplay as well. We had a lot more attempts than Arsenal. Arsenal were pretty poor, in all fairness. I mean, seriously, they couldn't cope at the back. Their defence was really poor. Mertesacker and Ajayi, I think his name is, don't really know much about him, were very, very poor indeed. The centre-back position, Gibbs got forced off injured in the first half. Chambers come on, didn't do a good job, and neither did, I can't remember who the other defender was, Debussy either. But still, a 9.5 for me. I thought I had a great game. I took a possible, how many passes is that? That's 40 passes in total, and I only failed with 1 of them. And I got 2 assists, and I grabbed a goal as well. I have to say, that's probably one of the best performances I've ever put in for Manchester United. As you can see as well, 12 shots, 11 on target, a bit more possession as well compared to their 3 and 1 for shots and shots on target. A resounding victory, and a much deserved one as well. So delighted with that result, delighted with that victory, and delighted with being a superb individual player in that game as well. We are 2 trophies down of the possible treble. It's certainly still on, going into the Premier League final day against Norwich as well. So let's go ahead and see if Chelsea did win their game against. Oh, they haven't played yet. Well, let's advance until Chelsea play their game and see how many points we'll be playing with. As you can see, Chelsea won their game. They beat Liverpool by 2-0. So going into, yeah, just had to pause there. Going into the final day, you can see we are 1 point clear of Chelsea, which does mean if we win on the final day, we will be crowned champions. So, going to take a quick breather, grab myself a cup of tea, and I'll be back for the final game of today's episode in just a moment's time, which will, of course, be the Premier League final day with Manchester United against Norwich, hoping to make it 3 trophies out of 3. So I'm back for the Premier League final day. As you can see, going into our final game of the season, we are 1 point clear of Chelsea, which does mean in our final game, if we do beat Norwich City, we will be crowned champions regardless of what Chelsea do. If they draw and we lose, they will be crowned champions on the goal difference standing. And of course, if we get a draw, and that means Chelsea have to win. Chelsea's final fixture, I haven't even seen who it's against. Chelsea's final fixture is against Crystal Palace away. So I think they should be able to beat them, to be honest, although they are 17th place Crystal Palace. I think Chelsea should be able to win that despite being away from home. Regardless, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic on making it 3 trophies out of 3. But just before we go on, I want to say some even better news as well. You can see right here, I've been called up for the European Championship. So get in, made the England squad for the Euros. Really, really excited for that, although I don't think it was ever really in doubt, considering what a great season I've had here with Manchester United. So, final game of today's episode, final game of the season as well. Manchester United against Norwich here. Can we complete our domestic treble against Norwich at Carrow Road? Here is hoping we can do so with a victory, and of course that will guarantee no matter what happens no matter what happens at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Chelsea, we will be crowned champions. So delighted with that FA Cup win. I really felt as though I played really well in that game, probably one of my best performances in this series. A really solid game. As you can see with the United team, they have got Reece James playing at left back, but other than that, it's a really, really strong team, and I think we should be favourites to get a win in this game. Norwich have absolutely nothing to play for whatsoever, so I definitely feel we should be able to get a win in this game. But of course, overconfidence is a thing, and hopefully that won't come back to bite us in the backside, but I think we should be able to get a win, and we should be able to be crowned champions. So, can we do it? Can we complete our domestic treble? Here's hoping so. And, you know, again, I hadn't won a single trophy in my career up until this season. With Burnley, of course, in the first season, which was, of course, last season, we got them into 5th place. We got them into the Europa League. That was an absolutely superb achievement, but we left Turf Moor for the main reason of hoping to win trophies, you know, playing in a better competition in the Champions League, and the main thing was trying to win trophies and to better myself. We've certainly done the latter, and now we're doing the former as well. We've won the FA Cup, we just won that. We've won the Capital One Cup as well. Yes, the Champions League was really disappointing, I'm not going to lie, to exit in around the 16 stage, but, you know, to win the Premier League and cap of domestic treble, that is a great aim, and that will be an awesome, awesome way to end the season. So let's take a look at Norwich's side. They're playing a 4-5-1. So that's actually not a bad side, to be fair. You can see why that would be quite good on FIFA as well, with some good pace and a pretty, well, I actually don't know what Hooper's finishing rating is in FIFA, but it must be relatively high, as he is a decent goal scorer. So that's not a bad team, but I think our team should have enough at you know, holding off the challenge of Norwich and getting a win on the final day. If we do lose out on the title in the final day, it'll be a disaster, you know, considering what happened in our last 2 games against Southampton and Crystal Palace, throwing away priceless wins late on. Regardless, I think we should get the win and hopefully complete the domestic treble. But regardless, though, we will have to be on our game. We will have to be having a good performance, just like we did against Arsenal, to make sure we will get the domestic treble and complete what will be a fantastic season. So, Norwich against Manchester United, the final game of the Premier League season, the final game of this episode as well, and of course the final game of the season in total. Can we get ourselves the win and be crowned champions of the Premier League? Can Van Gaal get his hands on his first Premier League trophy? He's hoping, as the referee is about to get the game underway, we can get the win, and that'll mean no matter what Chelsea do against Palace, we'll be crowned champions. Let's get underway, and let's get ourselves our 3rd trophy out of the 3. And Rooney turns, trying to beat Olsen, plays it through towards Di Maria. Great chance here, myself and Van Persie are in the box. I'll hold my run, in it goes to Van Persie, and it drops, and it should be cleared by Borja Lopez. And sadly for us, I can see Van Persie waving his arm in the air, and he's going to be forced off. 6 minutes in, Robin Van Persie, who scored against Arsenal in the FA Cup final, scored our opening goal, is forced off. Worst possible start. That should be Reece James's ball there, and oh no, Reece James, oh thank goodness for that. I said I might have some concerns about Reece James. He gives the ball away, and fortunately for us, Nathan Redmond shot his off target. Had Norwich opened the scoring early on, hearts would really be racing. Still 0-0 though. Ejidja Afoe through towards Wes Hoolahan. And now Hoolahan on the ball for Norwich. Out wide towards Nathan Redmond, who crosses. In it goes to the far post. Free header. And Norwich have the lead in the 20th minute. And it's Kyle Lafferty who gives the Canaries the opening goal of this game. And this is disastrous. We have been stumbling in the Premier League over the coming weeks. And Norwich have a surprise lead here at Carrow Road. And if we are to win this title, we might have to come from behind to do it. Kyle Lafferty at the far post out jumps Reece James. and makes it Norwich 1, Manchester United 0. Van Persie's been forced off injured. They had a great chance a few minutes ago, and now they've opened the scoring. Norwich 1, Manchester United 0. Worst possible start here at Carrow Road, and I'm feeling very, very nervous indeed. Oh dear. James on the ball, and still Reece James back towards Phil Jones. Now Jones towards Di Maria, and now Herrera, as we are a goal down here, and James try and play me through there. Good little ball. If I can turn Whittaker, we could be away. I'll try and beat him. Can I get myself inside? Yes, I can. Really good chance. I see Herrera on the edge of the area who shoots. Ruddy parries, and it's turned in by James Wilson. Get in, and he equalises for us in the 25th minute. We really needed that. We had to respond early on. We had to get ourselves back on level terms, and thankfully, James Wilson, who comes on for the injured Robin Van Persie, does equalise for us. Dives in. That's the commitment we need. Gets us the goal, and makes it Norwich 1 and Manchester United 1. Ruddy spills it. Wilson capitalises. Norwich 1, United 0. My word, we really, really did need that. Back on level terms. You can see me celebrating. Get in. Here's Lafferty down the left-hand side. Plays it inside towards Ojidjiafoe. Back to Lafferty, the goal scorer. Whips in across. Ojidjiafoe controls and crosses the ball to the far post. Redmond wins the header, and it's just wide of the post. And Norwich in this game have absolutely nothing to play for. Yet they're playing like they're fighting for survival. It's really, really tense right now, but it's still 1-1. Rooney, I'm in space here. Good chance here. Got a space to turn Wes Hulan and find James Wilson. Wilson on the ball. He scored our goal. Towards myself. Wilson keeps on running. Not going to come to you. I'm going to play it back instead and try and carve out a chance with passes. Blint on the ball. Through towards myself. Poke it inside towards Herrera. Herrera on the ball towards Rooney. Rooney on the ball. Through towards Di Maria. Good chance here. Angel Di Maria. Through towards Rooney. Rooney shoots. Good block. Comes back to him. He wins the header. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh my goodness. How on earth did Rooney almost head that in there? Thought Ruddy should have had it covered. But Rooney hits the woodwork and it's still 1-1. What a great first half this has been. Bissong. And Bissong could be in trouble here. And I've won the ball off him. That's got to be a foul, ref. No play on. Okay, fair enough. Inside towards Wilson. Now Wayne Rooney. Rooney towards Herrera. Still a chance here. Herrera forced back towards Blint. Now Di Maria. Keep that chance alive. I've got one out for us. Raphael, swing it in. I'm in the centre. Free header. Oh, I put it wide. Oh, what a miss. What an absolutely terrible miss. Oh, free header, 8 yards out. I know the angle's a little bit tight. I can't believe it though. What a bad miss, and it's still 1-1. Houlihan through towards Gary Hooper, and the former Celtic man on the ball, slides it through, and in comes the ball, and a great chance for 2-1, and Norwich take the lead for the second time in the game, and it's Ojidjiafoe who's got it, and Norwich have retaken the lead here at Carrow Road, and with nothing to play for, the Canaries are playing like they're going for the title on the final day, and not us. We just haven't been good enough. Norwich keep on getting themselves forward, and every time they do, they look like scoring. That's their second goal of the game, and it's Norwich 2, United 1. This could be final day disaster here at Carrow Road. I just missed a great chance, and Norwich are back in front, and this is absolutely disastrous. Norwich 2, United 1. We have got to sort this out in the second half, otherwise we're finishing in second place and having an absolute collapse at the end of the season. And there is the half-time whistle, and it's Norwich 2, United 1. And as things stand, if Chelsea are just getting 1 point against Palace away at Selhurst Park, that's going to be enough for them to be crowned champions. We are collapsing here at the end of the Premier League season. It's just been not good enough. And as you can see, that you'll see the stats in a minute's time. Like, you know, seriously, we haven't done badly or anything. But Norwich, every time they go forward, look like scoring. And Chelsea are winning against Palace, which means we need to score 2 goals in the second half. Otherwise, we're going to finish in second place and we're going to choke on the final couple of fixtures. So we haven't played badly. We've matched Norwich every step of the way, but sadly we haven't been composed in front of goal, whereas they have. I've missed a great chance, a real sitter, and it's still 2-1. Got to sort it out in the second half. We're without Van Persie, of course, but Wilson did score our opening goal. Got to sort it out in the second half. We need to score at least 2 goals, otherwise we're finishing in second place. That would be a disaster. So corner to United. Di Maria to stand and take it. We need to get ourselves a goal and equalise not before long. In it goes. Headed down. Marcos Rojo on the ball. Shoots and Ruddy makes the save. And Norwich should get it away. Great chance here, but still 2-1. And I've won it back off Redmond. And still a chance. And still a chance. Going to whip in that cross towards James Wilson. Free header. And he puts it wide. And another chance goes begging. We've got to take one of these. Otherwise, it's going to be Chelsea's title. Just past the hour mark, still Norwich lead by 2-1. We need 2 goals. In comes the corner to the centre. Rooney tries to win the header. It goes up in the air and it's cleared away. Rojo, I'll take the ball here, mate. I'll take the ball. See if I can play it inside. That's a lovely ball through towards Raphael. He's forced it back to me. I want him to shoot, but I'm still on the ball. I'll try and whip in the cross. In it goes. Raphael scores and it's 2-2. Get in. The Brazilian fullback scores and it's 2-2 and we are back on level terms. We really needed a goal, not before long, and it comes through an unlikely source. Our right back grabbing the goal. It's a goal decision system, but we all knew it was over the line. It's Norwich 2, Manchester United 2, and we're back on level terms. But there's been no goal updates from Selhurst Park. We're sure that Chelsea are probably still winning though. We need to grab another goal. We've got one of them though. Raphael heads in from a close range through my assist, my cross, and it is Norwich 2, United 2. We really needed it. We've got ourselves the goal that gets us back on level terms, and there is still time. There's still plenty of time, and there's still going to be plenty of chances for us to get ourselves the hopeful winning goal that could see us win the title. Raphael scores, Norwich 2, United 2. James on the ball, through towards James Wilson, and back to Reece James. I'll have it through the middle there, mate, and I'll try and heel to heel flick round my man and get past Whittaker, and this is a great chance here because I've beaten Whittaker for pace. It all ends up, and I'll try and cut inside. I'm going to whip it across to the far post. Rooney's header, oh, it's just going to go wide of the post, and it's still 2-2. Another great chance, just over 20 minutes to go, but it's still level here at Carrow Road. I'm running out of stamina. I've got to be careful. I don't want to be forced off here with 14 minutes of the Premier League season to go, as we're still on level terms and in search of a winner. Blint plays it through towards Rooney. I'm running around the back of my man. This is a good chance here. I can turn Basong. Can I beat him with some skill? It's still myself on the ball. Can I beat Basong? Wonderful solo run. And oh my goodness, it's blocked, but Mata turns it in. And it's 3-2, but the goal is going to be disallowed for offside. And we are still level with just over 11 minutes to go. Mata, I seem to get in the way of my shot as it was going to go in, and the replay's just stopped. I thought we were going to make it 3-2, but Mata seemed to get in the way. He turned it in regardless, but it is still 2-2. Come on, team. Rojo on the ball. Through towards Mata. Still a chance. Wilson, I'm making a run through the middle here. James Wilson, poke it through towards me. I'll try and flick it down. Great chance for Rooney, and he puts it wide of the post, and it's still 2-2 as the minutes tick by. Jerome. Redmond, what a ball towards Elliot Bennett. Norwich can win it here. Bennett on the ball. This will be all over. It's Elliot Bennett still, and he puts the shot wide. What a chance for Norwich to end our title hopes. But Bennett puts the shot wide, and it's still 2-2. Dear, oh dear. What a chance. Whittaker on the ball for Norwich. It looks like the game is up here as Whittaker crossfields it towards Olsen. Time has run out here at Carrow Road. It looks like it's all over. Redmond on the ball for Norwich. Time has surely run out now. Still, can we get one chance as Norwich keep hold of that ball? Johnson plays it through. Valdez to Rojo. And there is the full-time whistle. It's 2-2, but it's all over. It's finished, and we're celebrating the title, which means that Chelsea have failed to beat Crystal Palace. They were leading at half-time. I don't believe it. I said it was all over just a few seconds ago. Time had run out, but it doesn't matter. We've done it anyway, despite drawing on the final day. And the choke turns out to be a fake one, because we have actually won the title, thanks to Chelsea slipping up. Oh my goodness, this is as surprising as it could have been. With Chelsea leading at half-time, I thought there's no way they're going to fail to win the game now. But they have done. I don't know whether they drew or lost. We'll have to wait and see after the game. But that does mean that even though we failed to win the game, we do get crowned champions of the Premier League. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that. It's going to be Will Keane who will lift the trophy because he came on for Wayne Rooney. So how about that? James Wilson lifting the FA Cup, and now Will Keane lifting the Premier League. Norwich 2, United 2, and despite drawing our final 3 games, we are still crowned champions despite failing to get a win in any of them. Absolutely surprising. I guess that's the best way I can put it. It's surprising, but we have won a domestic treble against, all of my thoughts, coming towards the end of the game. I thought for sure we were going to fail to win it, only getting a draw in this game, but instead we've been crowned champions because Chelsea must have failed to win. They either drew or lost away at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. So absolutely delighted with that, and just absolutely shocked as well, because there is no way I thought that Chelsea would fail to win at half-time, but they have, and we're crowned champions. How about that? Despite not winning, despite slipping up on the final day, we are still crowned champions of the Premier League. I got a 9.2. I got the assist for our second goal, which Raphael scored. I thought I played pretty well, to be honest, but should have scored in the first half of that free header. Thank God, though, I did not miss that rude chance. We had all of the chance in the second half. We had far more than Norwich. The interesting thing as well is that Elliot Bennett had a great chance to win the game for Norwich at, hang on a minute, Palace have lost to Chelsea. What? Palace just lost to Chelsea, yet we've been crowned, what? Hang on. What's the actual, what? How? What is, okay, right. Chelsea beat Crystal Palace and finished top of the table by a point. Yet we just lifted the trophy. What? What? How is that physically possible? They just beat Chelsea. Just beat Palace. What? What is this? How have Chelsea not been crowned champions? What? So who's won the league? I don't understand. What? What is this? What is this? Chelsea have been crowned champions of the Premier League. I'm grateful I've won the top player of the competition. How is that possible? We just lifted the trophy. We just lifted the trophy at Carrow Road. How are we not? Oh my God. I think I've just seen the most stupid bug in the history of career mode on FIFA. I'm going to put the controller down and just have a quick little clap for EA, because they have just trolled me completely. They have just trolled me completely, because Will Keane was just lifting the Premier League trophy for Manchester United at Carrow Road. Yet it turns out Chelsea are champions of the Premier League. I just want to award a big thumbs up to EA for somehow getting that wrong. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. This game is pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. So, it turns out that Chelsea are the champions of the Premier League, despite the fact that we just lift the Premier League trophy at Carrow Road. We slipped up on the final day. We slipped up massively with 3 draws in our final 3 games. Yet, despite what we all thought, we're not crowned champions, and we don't win the Premier League, and we have to settle for a domestic double as opposed to a domestic treble. And that slip-up is going to haunt us for the rest of the off-season, if you will. I just give up with this game. I mean, if nothing else, I'm glad you guys are going to be laughing in my face for thinking that I won the Premier League with United. Yet instead we slipped up and we pay for it. But, oh my, how could they get something like that wrong? I mean, honestly, how can you get something so basic like that wrong? Who won the Premier League? Chelsea. Oh, okay, let's let Manchester United lift the trophy then. Because that would happen in real life. Oh my goodness, This game never fails to, if nothing else, this game never ever fails to amuse me. There's always something in this game that will make you laugh when you're feeling bad. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that I was celebrating. I was thinking, yes, get in. Even though we slipped up in the final day, we still get the crowned champions. And it turns out that EA trolled us completely. And despite lifting the trophy, Chelsea are champions. This game is pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. So, Chelsea, Premier League champions. We slip up on the final day. Gutted about it, but I'm laughing. I'm laughing despite how sad I'm feeling. That's what this game brings the emotion out of us sometimes. Despite feeling sad that we don't get to be awarded champions of the Premier League, we still technically were awarded champions of the Premier League by getting to lift the trophy. So at least we won a domestic treble, domestic double even. I'm very disappointed we slipped up on the final day. As you can see, our final 3 Premier League games were all 1-1 draws, and that, quite frankly, that's 4 draws in 5 games. That is just... That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. 4 draws out of 5 games, really, really poor. And to lose to QPR, I just realised that's only 1 win out of 6 games, I think, in the final run-in. That's absolutely terrible. And we choked massively at the top of the table. But at least we won a domestic double, and at least, if nothing else, you guys got some serious entertainment in this episode. But regardless, that is going to be the episode. So what I'm going to do just before we do end the episode is show you the stats of the players, just to end the episode as well, and show you the stats of the Premier League as well, just to show you how the players did in the team, and also what the player stats were for all the players in the Premier League competition as well. And I'll also show you my attributes as well as my full stats as well. So don't get me wrong, like I'm really disappointed. I know I'm laughing and everything, but I'm really disappointed that we did slip up on the final day. We had an absolutely disastrous run-in. You know, we really did. We were absolutely terrible in the final few games. You would have seen there, and that is really, really poor. As you can see though, 54 games in total in all competitions for me, 13 goals and 38 assists. That's 51 direct contributions to goals in 54 games. How about that for a debut season with United? I grew 7 ratings, and look at those stats. I'm making such great strides in my career right now, and I'm looking forward to the next season. But even so, yeah, I am really disappointed, don't get me wrong, to miss out on the title. We slipped up massively. The final few games showed that. We were terrible, to be completely honest with you, and I just didn't do enough either. But even so, if nothing else, I'm really, really glad that you guys got to see just a pure example of EA's ineptitude. I mean, that was just hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. And there you go. So let's look at my accomplishments. 294 out of 527. And I will also show you the player stats as well of the Premier League. As you can see, Costa won top goal scorer. I go into the top 10 as well, 10 goals, not too bad whatsoever. And I'm pretty goddamn sure I'll be the top assist leader. Look at that. I was the only one into double figures, and I had 23 assists. Naismith had 9 assists in second place. I had more than double the assists of him. That shows you what a great season I had in terms of passing the ball and grabbing those assists. And I'm pretty sure I did that last season as well. Pretty sure I won top assist maker of last season in the Premier League as well. That's back-to-back top assist maker in the Premier League season. And also as well, you can take a look at the clean sheets record as well. Lindegaard, who was our former goalkeeper, won top clean sheet maker. So really, I think half of those go down as United clean sheets too. So there you go. And also the yellow cards and the red cards as well. So that is going to end the episode number 50, guys. And I want to say a massive thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys got a really, really good laugh at that. I certainly did. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And my reaction must have been something, and I'm sure you guys hopefully laughed at, because that was... I was just absolutely shell-shocked, I really was. But even so, disappointed to miss out on the Premier League on the final day after a terrible, terrible run-in. Really bad for us, to be honest. Really, really embarrassing, to be fair. But even so, I was glad to win the FA Cup for you guys, if nothing else, and complete a domestic double. So, thank you very much for watching the video. Really hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy episode number 50, then please do leave a like, because it is much appreciated. And of course, it really does help my channel out. You don't have to leave a like if you don't want to, but I really would appreciate it. And I'll see you for episode number 51 of My Player very soon, where we'll be starting the European Championships with England, which I have been called up for, and that's our group: France, Northern Ireland, and Hungary as well. So we'll be back for the episodes in just a moment's time. In a few days' time. Thanks for watching this one. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next episode of My Player very soon.